Good evening, everybody. It's Charlie, and welcome back to another video on the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel. Hope you're all well today, as always. So then, it has been a while, as I did say. I have now moved. As you can see, I have moved into my new house. I moved on Thursday, the day after the awful night at Ellen Road against Chelsea. So the last few days have just been mental. I've been waiting for my Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi was sorted this morning. So I thought I'd just jump on now and just give my post-match reaction to the Brighton game yesterday. So just before I get into it, smash that like button. Please subscribe and share all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And also, if you haven't already, go check out the membership available on Chatting Leeds. It's £1.99 a month, and you'll see all the perks that come along with it. So then, let's get into it. Leeds United won, Brighton and Hove Albion won. Leeds United are now out of the relegation zone by a point after Burnley got beat by Spurs yesterday at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. But just before I do go any further, I apologise for the lighting, people. As I said, I have only been in the house a few days, so I'll be sorting the lighting out in due course. So yeah, Leeds won, Brighton won. A game of two halves, really. I felt we came out first half and it's a tough one. The crowd were bang behind them. I thought first 5-10 minutes we started off okay. But then once Brighton started to get a foothold in the game, Leeds kind of dropped off significantly. Players like Rodrigo was terrible. Like, he was at fault for their opening goal, which I will go through in a sec. We didn't concede early though, which was a bonus. We managed to keep 11 people on pitch by half time, which was a bonus. Started off with Cock at right back, Llorente, Cooper centre back, Firpo left back, Click and Calvin, Rafinha and Harrison, and then Rodrigo and Joffy Gellart. I think Rodrigo did play as a 10 really, and you could tell that it was Gellart that played further forward as a number 9, which, yeah, was good to see him finally have a full 90 in our first team. But I thought Brighton, once they stamped authority in that first half, I thought they were by far the better side. This narrow way of playing is just bizarre, in my opinion. You can see it from South Stand End that they're all so compact, and whether it's down the right or down the left, there's always a winger or a fullback of the opposition in acres and acres of space. We got done on our left-hand side in that first half about 3 or 4 times, and it was the same run. McAllister in behind, did it about 3 or 4 times, and how they weren't 4-0 up at half-time, I do not know. But they did finally make a breakthrough through the ex-scummer, which is Danny Welbeck. And again, Rodrigo was massively at fault in this. We were on the attack. With Rodrigo. All he had to do was play a simple ball out to left to Harrison. Simple ball. But he dithered. Kept hold of the ball too long, as we all seem to be doing at the minute for some strange reason. He gets dispossessed. They play a ball over at top. Llorente, to my surprise, failed to deal with Welbeck one-on-one. Welbeck slots it home, and it's 1-0 to Brighton. And I must admit, at that point, after Chelsea, I had 100% dealt with the fact internally that Leeds United would be relegated. At that point, I was thinking, right, we're definitely down now. Once Brighton went in head, I couldn't see a way back. Yes, we were creating half chances in that first half, but there was nothing of any real quality. Gellart has a chance early on, which hits Cooper in the face on line. If he hadn't been there and it's 1-0 Leeds, then yeah, I agree. Probably would be a different game. But at 1-0 down, going in at half time. I always meet my uncle in a concourse at half time, and I said to him, well, first thing my uncle said was, "Who's the home team here?" And I agree. Who was the home team in that first half? It was Leeds, but Brighton were just playing with so much freedom. Yes, they're safe. Yes, they're on the beach, but it was just too easy for them. For those people who were saying, against Arsenal and Chelsea, or it's Arsenal, it's Chelsea, it's Man City. All right, fair enough. But what about Brighton? Brighton and Hove Albion making Ellen Road their fortress instead of us making it a fortress. Our home form has been shocking this season. So anyway, at half time, I was speaking to lads behind me as well in seat, and I was thinking, where do we come? How do we come back from this? The confidence must be on the floor. Yes, the pressure's getting to them. You could feel it in the ground. There was some, there were fans arguing near me. It is starting to get really toxic now amongst the fan base, whether it's online or in the ground, and it's not good to see. It's really not good. And the ref was getting stick because it was Mike Dean, and of course, everything needs to be about him. Brighton were time wasting. Time waste FC, you might as well call Brighton. Every goal kick, every throw in, free kick, whatever, just taking the absolute mick to get going. But we came out second half and we showed more fight. We played some better football. Weren't losing it as much. Started to play out at back for a change. Actually, utilised our wingers for a change because Harrison and Rafinha are playing so compact when their best attributes are out wide. I understand if Marsh wants to play this way moving forward, but he's not got the players for it yet. This is Bielsa's Leeds United team. He needs to bring players in, whether we stay up or not. He needs to bring in his own players to implement his own philosophy. But for the time being, he should be utilising our advantages, and that is by playing out wide. And we started to play a little bit more wide in the second half, and it worked. We had more joy. We're putting Brighton under pressure. We're forcing them into mistakes, creating chances, as XG was apparently higher this game, which was good to see. And yeah, once we play on front foot, we can cause any team problems, and we did. But it just did feel like one of them afternoons where it just wasn't going for us. Every chance we had was either a really good save or took one touch too many. And yeah, I was fearing for the worst at that point. But then up step Joffrey Gellart and Pascal Strauch. That assist from Gellart, I mean, is just pure filth. Pure filth. Like, come on, if that's Phil Foden or Mahrez or Salah or Mane doing that, it's been repeated and repeated and repeated on Sky, BT, whatever. But 20-year-old Joffrey Gellart against Brighton in Premier League in a pressure moment to produce an assist like that. Little dink over defender, little ball over top for Pascal to nod in. Beautiful goal. Beautiful goal. And Leeds snatch it at the end. We snatch a point off them. We've drawn both games against Brighton this season now, home and away. And we're a point above Burnley, outside of the relegation zone. Everton got beat as well. I think Everton are on 36, we're on 35, and Burnley are on 34. So if Everton and Burnley get beat midweek, then on Sunday it could be any one of us that go down. And if I'm being brutally honest, I don't fancy us to get anything against Brentford. My preview will be out for that on Saturday night. But just a little early exclusive. I don't expect to get anything down at Brentford. I really don't. We need to. I think we'll need the win to 100% secure it, I think. but we never do well against Brentford. Thomas Frank, Janssen, Sergi Canos, they've got Ericsson now. I don't know. I hope we get the win. I'm just being honest with how I feel, and I genuinely can't see us getting anything down at Brentford. As for Burnley against Newcastle on the final day, I think Burnley will get beat in that game. I do, and I think Everton will definitely get beat against Arsenal. So if we all lose, then Burnley will go down. I just don't know. It depends how the games midweek go, doesn't it? It really does. We're either going into that game against Brentford feeling a bit more confident, potentially, or we're going into it. We could be going into it already down, to be honest. So let's just see what happens. It's going to be a very nervy few days. That Sunday, I'll not be able to stomach anything. The thought of Thomas Frank's Brentford relegating us makes me feel physically ill. But I think we just need to slowly start getting used to the fact that it could happen. But yeah, squeaky bum time now, all to play for at the Brentford Community Stadium on Sunday. As I said, predicted 11 on Friday, preview on Saturday, post-match after the game on Sunday. So there'll be content at the end of the week, people. I just thought I'd jump on now with an update. Wi-Fi is all good. I'm settling in to my new home, and I'm praying that Leeds United do the business on Sunday to secure our Premier League status. If you've enjoyed this video, smash that like button. Please subscribe and share all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And as I said at the beginning, go check out the membership that's available if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.